Well, I'm going to label this part 3 of where the world's going and maybe like where do you see everything heading. We had talked, I believe, briefly about EMPs and the grid down scenario and what it would mean. So I don't know if I talked about this in the second part or not, but Ted Koppel's book, Lights Out, is just really informative. The guy is an honest-to-God, last-generation journalist, and his book was just really informative. He went through and actually used journalism. Really? We just got cut off. Journalism. He actually went through and used it. He investigated it and talked to people, and he brought up a bunch of things that are dangerous to the grid. He put it into 4 categories. One was a terrorist event. Well, it already happened. They had, back in 2013, give or take, they had what they're believing was Islamic terrorists from key positions around a transformer site, the AK-47s, shooting out a lot of the boxes. And they managed to do it. And they had it perfectly to the T time. They knew the police response, they knew the capabilities, they knew what to hit, and they left. They even had Navy SEALs come out and investigate and said, yeah, these are all pre-marked firing positions. They all had little marks, indications. Whoever did it did a dry run, essentially. They knocked out power. It took about 30 to 45 days to regain that transformer that went out, or substation. But they were able to reroute power to that area, so they didn't lose power entirely. What it did was it put more strain on the other lines. Now here's something cool I never knew. Power actually going through the lines when it's needed, a lot of power, is heavy. When you see cables sagging really low, like super low, it means there's a lot of power going through it, which I never knew that. Like, that was something interesting I learned. He talked about EMPs from like the container ship everybody wants to use theory, North Korea. Well, there's some danger to the power right there. He talked about computer hackers. A lot of people can get it. As hacking becomes more and more popular, and cybersecurity is becoming huge. It's going to become a new generation of warfare, and it's already here. And the ability to hack and overload the power grid is possible. Some of the big scary things are, if you lose the power grid in enough places, it's really hard to recover back. So I think it's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to start looking into it. You have to believe that these things are possible, and you can't just sit there and ignore it. You go, well, the chances of that happening are slim. That's true. Chances of you getting in a car wreck are slim when I wear a seatbelt. Chances are that I'm, not going to get in a gunfight today, but I carry a gun. So, I guess, how do you look at it? Are you being paranoid? I don't think so. Being able to sustain yourself and your family without power for several days is one of the most important things I would say that you can do. I would make sure that you have the ability to at least have 2 to 4 weeks worth of food and 2 to 4 weeks worth of basic essentials, meaning the ability to wash yourself, brush your teeth, at least bathe a little bit and eat, and be able to protect yourself. Because if you don't have those basic things, take a look at Puerto Rico. They failed. Puerto Rico, the government failed. They had nothing set up and nothing ready to go, and now they're in total chaos, total darkness, and people are left to themselves. If you rely on government, you're going to be disappointed every single time. They screw up every single thing that exists. They're not good at very much, other than maybe, having the military and being able to defend a country. That's it. They're good at that because that's their primary job. They're not good at healthcare. They're not good at managing money, and they're terrible at regulation. So Puerto Rico's a good example right now of what happens when the complete grid goes down? That whole island is gone. And they're relying on us now. Well, not that we're separate, but they had to rely on a whole armada of ships and everything else that are coming in, and their infrastructure was damaged. Their infrastructure is thrashed, like airports, seaports, all this kind of stuff. That they can't just rebuild it in a day. So I would strongly follow what's happening in Puerto Rico. I'd find some people that are maybe blogging about it and actually go into it, because the government on that side is probably going to hide it, and they're probably going to downplay it. And now that it got political because the Democrats wanted to make Trump look like this is his Katrina, I don't know, it's sad, but they're going to cover stuff up. I mean, the fact that they had the Puerto Rican governor out there complaining that they didn't have supplies and standing in front of supplies is probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But they turn around and now they're going to make this into Trump's Katrina, and it's not true. We're responding and we're doing everything we can. It's just, you have to do it on your end. I mean, you can't cry wolf and not have a gun to shoot the wolf and then get upset that the wolf is eating your flock and you're not doing anything but standing there. So, I hope people are prepared. Right now, I guess, especially with what happened in Vegas too, something weird happened. People are nuts right now, and people are trying to kill you. If you haven't figured out people are trying to kill you yet, then I feel bad for you. This country as a whole, though, and I'll probably touch base a little bit more later on with EMPs, maybe not so much EMP, but the other events that are going on globally. Where do I think things would shift? I honestly think we're in such a fragile state that we're one click of a lighter in a gas-fumed area where it's just gonna explode. We're one click. The gas has been leaking into this room. People have been asleep and they haven't woken up. They smell a little bit. It smells like gas. Not really sure what's going on, but we're one light switch, one click, one flick of a lighter from just total annihilation and total insanity. So make sure that you're prepared. If it kicks off globally, it's going to be bad in like apocalyptic portions. So I'll go over a little bit too. I'll write down some stuff that I think basically you should all have. Hopefully people are listening. Comment if you're in Puerto Rico and you got power, you have friends and family in Puerto Rico and you made contact with them. Let me know. Let me know what's going on there and what's happening. I'd appreciate any information that you could give me. So please do. And just, I'm going to add hats off to you that are all sticking with it, and, stay safe, stay alive, be the strongest person that you can be, and be the hardest person that there is to kill. So have a great day.